they're going to win.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Bringing the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Good, disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to bite on a play fake. Nobody's going for that. Everyone knows it's a passing situation, and they use their speed to get to the QB.
Makes the grab. He's got a first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's
lofts one high and deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football. Now they face third down.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call. They want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run for it. They get him on the ground, but they'll move the chains. First down, Northwestern. They needed less than a yard, really too far to kick a field goal, a little too close to punt. Really not much of a decision there.
And I really don't care where you're at on the field. 4th and inches, I like mid, especially when you're inside the field where you long field goal or maybe just punt the ball. Now, go for it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Right down the middle. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Northwestern. Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. The give to the tailback. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. And the Badgers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. The Badgers will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Good pickup there as he gets to first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Looking for a productive play on first down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open.
Breaks into the open.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fat.
Looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll go to the ground. Cobb sliding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incomplete.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Northwestern will line up with a 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point balloons to 21.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the return will be brought down. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
This savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Stevens. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the 1st down, and let's see if they go for it here. Punt is in the air. And just a spectacular punt. It'll go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line, put this offense in a hole. And the Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goal. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Buys a little time. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. He's going to run it. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. He sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Northwestern.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And they'll get him on the ground as he onto the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Leaves it with the running back. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. And the Badgers moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. Let's see what he can do with it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And he misses. How about that, man? Like, it seems like everything he's thrown so far has worked, especially down here. He's already got 2 touchdown passes against this defense. So, guys, I'm kind of surprised when he misses down here.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's caught. It's Luna. Showed off just about every move in the book except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific atmosphere there in Madison. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Camp Randall.
And the Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing.
Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. This offense has it with really good field position. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. Man down on the play as the officials take a shot toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Snagged out of the air. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. On first and goal, let's see if Northwestern can score. Trying to punch it in. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's... And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. If these guys wanted to make a statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Working that left side now. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Fires to the tight end. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Quickly complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Northwestern wants to go quickly. The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Got room to work. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Here comes the hurry up.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. There he goes. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the 2nd half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Oh, they're after him. Touchdown, Northwestern. And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to add another to their lead. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Takes it on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll start this drive firing. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Got it. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. No running room on the last 2 plays. Can they find a crack on 3rd and goal? Go straight ahead. Nothing doing again. A 3rd straight stop behind the line of scrimmage. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
And this passing attack has not been great today. It hasn't found a way to manufacture those big plays and to scare this defense. And now, in passing situations, trailing.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Badgers will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Here's the pressure. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Scanning the field, it's Leonard. Throwing right. Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30. Line, a big play as this offense in business. And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Under fire. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. Never a doubt. And they'll put 3 on the board, but the deficit remains huge. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Don Nehlen, this has not been a blowout today in Morgantown. They're up by a field goal over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. A handoff, keep working on that clock. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Somebody needs 3rd and long, looking deep down the right side. And he's got it inside the 35. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Dropping back, it's Clements. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Makes a grab past the marker. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. Northwestern hoping to make this red zone opportunity pay off. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to go up top. Extending the play. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far. And the defense gets the big third down stop. Creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better. Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kid, nice job.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Makes the grab, it's Stevens. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Back to pass, it's Leonard. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals in the championship, and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.